Our first presenters, the Walls of Myth, Rebecca Riches and Grace Smith, won't be able to come. So then our second presenter, Psychology Pricing Pattern, Taman Zhuang, sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, will be presenting instead. I need to remind you that to keep your phones on silent or put them on off, and to not walk out the door while the presenter is presenting.
And also we'll have a break at 11:50, or 11:30. After that, yeah, so 11:30.
Let's give a hand for Psychology of Pricing Patterns, Taman Zhuang. Turn it off, please.
Which
All right. Should I turn the lights on?
Hi, my name is Taman, and I want to talk to you about the 99-cent endings, the strategies used, and what other people think about the prices. So, why are prices ending 99 cents? Why do people see them every day? Does 1 cent off a round number really save money? Well, a pricing strategy used in this situation is the psychological pricing. A pricing strategy used in convenience stores, grocery stores, gas stations, and other places. The psychological pricing involves people thinking about the same thing. For example, let's say that this picture is a coffee bag. The coffee bag is $7.99 instead of $8. A rational customer would think that this is 1 cent cheaper, but in reality, they would round down the price so that they think that $7.99 is in the $7 range instead of the price close to the $8. The psychological pricing is not just one strategy, it's multiple. Here are 5 most common strategies used in most places. Audience pricing. Audience pricing is a pricing strategy used to lower an even price down to an odd cent price. For example, let's say that $37 is an even price and $36.99 is an odd cent price. It appeals the buyer to buy an item, a better chance of buying an item since people are too lazy to look at the cent sign. Prestige pricing. Prestige pricing is a pricing strategy used to increase a product that is most popular. For example, let's say that a bottle of wine that's popular is $30 instead of $20. It just appeals the buyer to buy the item even though it's expensive. Multiple pricing. Multiple pricing is a pricing strategy that can be used to bundle together items in the store to become a round number. For example, let's say that I'm going to buy these bottles for like $5 and 3 for $10. It just appeals the buyer to buy multiple items in one transaction. Promotional pricing. Promotional pricing is a pricing strategy used to lower a price in their percentage. For example, let's say like something's on sale for like 60% off to 90% off. It just appeals the buyer to buy an item cheaper than by their percentage. Last but not least, price lining. Price lining is a pricing strategy used to show a line full of products less than that price. For example, everything in this aisle is like, or aisle or line is $10. It just appeals the people to have eye contact in the line with a cheap price line. But psychological pricing is used in most stores. They are not used in auto stores because of commodity, a word used to describe a product in the store that has little or no differentiation. That makes stores like these less likely to have pricing strategies like psychological pricing. In the 1997 study by the marketing building, it shows that prices ending in 0 is approximately 8%, prices ending in 1, 2, and 4, and 6 combined is 1%, prices ending in 3 is 1%, prices ending in 5 is 29%, prices ending in 7 is 1%, and prices ending detailed letter from Cecil Adams replied to Richard H. in San Francisco about why our prices ending at 99 cents. So what's the real explanation? Having spent 2 hours poring over the microphone, no guarantee I'm not full of BS, but at least it's scientific BS. I'd say it was retail price competition in the 1880s. Advertising prices in the newspapers were rare before 1880, common after 1890. At first, prices were usually rounded off to the nickel, dime, or dollar, but it wasn't long before few small operators looking for an edge began using what might be called just under pricing, 49 cents, $1.95, so on. No doubt in an effort to convince the gullible they were getting a bargain. The idea caught on surprisingly slowly. Even in the 1920s, some large merchants still rounded off prices to the nearest dollar, and on larger items to the nearest $5 or solid. Today's customs of having nearly every price ended 99, 95, or 49 cents or dollar, which is a 9 for an item under $5, is a fairly recent vintage. The practice bespeaks a certain low cunning, but it's also pretty obvious in trying to find out who invented it. It's like trying to find out who invented the hat. Me. No. Cecil Adams tried, and what this letter says is that Cecil Adams tried to describe how prices ended 99 cents and how it became a well-known strategy. It started out with rare newspapers in the 1880s. And he also used the term just under pricing. Just under pricing is a strategy used to lower price down a little, like such as 49 cents and $1.95, closer to $2. In the 1920s, people still rounded off 99 cents prices to the nearest dollar, for bigger prices to $5. And now prices now ended in 95 cents, 49 cents, 49 cents, or 99 cents. Our minds read from left to right, just like sentences in writing. We also read prices the same way as sentences too. Let's say, for example, in theory, the price before the 99 cents changes the whole price. For example, if a product is $9.99 and you're reading from left to right, the 9 is less than 10, so the price is decreased by $1 instead of 1 cent. Cool. Now, for what I said, do you really think that $1 off around 1 cent off a round number can really save money? Or is it just a speculation of tricks that are used to trick you that an item is cheaper than the usual